Deputy James Lawless.
Taoiseach, we know that this week is Science Week, and we all share a belief in the fundamental value of research, innovation, discovery and teaching. We want to be positive about this, particularly in Science Week. However, we must also be realistic, and unfortunately the rhetoric is not always based on fact. The Government's programme of Innovation 2020 commits to a goal of 2.5% of GDP funding on research and development by 2020. In actual fact, we're barely halfway there. We hit 1.42% recently. The Nevin Economic Research Institute flagged this as a serious risk to our economic progress earlier this year. The Department's own figures suggest that we are at the bottom of the Euro league table, and indeed the Minister for State, Minister Halligan, admitted the same, that the target will not be met on a budget night briefing. Taoiseach, how do you propose to address this gap?
Thank you. Taoiseach.
Deputy, I think the figure you mentioned there is 2.5% of GDP. That's €5 billion. That's a lot of money, and the country has a lot of demands and other priorities at the moment, not least housing and some of the issues that others have raised. So, I can't give you a timeline for that. What I can say is that we have moved from being 30th in the world in science and innovation up to 10th place. So we have made a lot of progress. But needless to say, being able to set aside €5 billion for R&D at this stage, given the enormous demands that we face in housing, healthcare and other areas, is going to take some time.
Thank you, Taoiseach.